So I made a small boo-boo last time. I kind of listed down how I wanted to go through with this entire series, and I was gonna end up facing Joey in a different episode, and I just realized that he's gone, so I can't face him again. It's not really a big deal at all, but just means I'm gonna have to figure out something for what was supposed to be that episode, or probably just completely get rid of it. But anyways, today we're gonna go ahead and take on Esper Robo, who's up here. We're gonna start off by taking on his little brother. Stop! If you want to pass here, you have to duel. You have to duel against me. If you refuse, you're not allowed to pass. So I guess I can't pass. So we're just gonna have to go ahead and do it. Don't think you can beat me. So I went ahead and I got the some new cards. I went over to some screen and I found out finally where you can get the overworld map, because there's an overworld map for this game. It's really hard to find, and I remember when I first started playing this, it took me forever to actually know what to do next, and then it wasn't until I accidentally ventured off into part of the map that I saw that there was an overworld map and that there was other parts to this goddamn game. But yeah, I also got a couple of new cards that I bought from the card shop. Some of them I didn't actually get to use because I don't have enough duelist level, but it's fine. Whoop, that's not good. We'll be able to use them soon enough. Thank God. Little Chimera is actually a fire type in the, or fire attribute in the actual Yu-Gi-Oh, so that's pretty interesting. And also this ritual card here I have is also pretty weird, because it says it needs 2 tributes, and I've used it before. And I was just able to tribute 2 monsters to summon out, you know, a 2000 level, a 200 attack monster. And I thought that was pretty cool, but then I've done it recently, and it just gets rid of my monsters and doesn't do jack shit. And it says something about Mask of Darkness, but I've never had a Mask of Darkness, so I'm not really sure how that card works. Hopefully I'll figure it out eventually. The other thing I want to sort of go over is, after the last 2 episodes, I've been thinking like, those are kind of meh episodes, but then at the same time I was like, well, it's fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, and Yu-Gi-Oh I just kind of have notoriously just for being meh, because I can just fucking have it there, play through it pretty quickly, and, you know, just ramble on whatever's in my mind. So I've never really given too much thought to the sort of quality of any of the videos that I do regarding the Yu-Gi-Oh playthroughs, but, you know, recently I've been trying to sort of, not so much spice things up, but just see if I can, you know, evolve as a creator, see how much better I can become at making stuff. And I've been thinking like, man, how can I make, you know, this a lot better? And then I was thinking like, well, what is actually good? Alright, so I have this, let me try and use it. So I'm going to sacrifice these 2 monsters, I have it summoned, and I'm going to activate it, and it's not going to work. This is stupid. But you know, if I go ahead and I summon this guy, right, and I try to use it, he's like, nope, you need 2 tributes. So I don't know what the fuck that means. I'll probably get rid of that card next, just because I don't know what it is that I need to do with that. But yeah, I started thinking about like, alright, well, in order for me to figure out what to do better, I have to figure out what good actually is, right? So I sat around and I started thinking to myself, like, what is actually good content? Or not so much good content, but what is good that I actually make, right? And then actually, that's a decent one. Okay, yeah, this is what I was afraid of. I thought they were just gonna come in one by one and duel me. Like, I would be forced to duel them in a row. So we're gonna go ahead and go here, get rid of Contract to the Abyss, and we're going to go ahead and acquire Isosceles hero over here. We want to make our way to get Ice Water Mystical Sand, which is 2 of the cards that I bought that I really enjoy using. Mystical Sand is a fusion. She is, I believe, Mystic Elf. No. And is it Mystic Elf? No. Ancient Elf. And Giant Soldier of Stone, but I just really think she looks really cool. She could get it. And then Ice Water just looks like she could get it too. Anyways, how dare you beat my little brother? I'll take you out with my psychic deck. Don't think that you can beat me. Yeah, so like I was saying, I was trying to come up and think of what exactly signifies as good content created by me, and then I've always stopped and thought about this, and it's like, well, I don't really have any sort of thing. Like, my main issue is that I can't really necessarily be characterized, you know, because like other people, they have their thing, like there's the guys that come on and they're funny. There's the guys that come on and they're high energy or super positive or any of that kind of sort of stuff. There's the guys that are just fucking yelling, you know, raging and stuff like that. I don't really fall into any of those categories. Cause sure, I've made a joke or two, or I try to make some jokes every now and then, but I wouldn't call myself a comedian. And I've raged quite a couple of times, but it's not like the main thesis of my content, you know? So I'm thinking like, well, what the fuck do I do? Like the main thing that I've done often is that I, aside from rambling, is that I talk a lot about making extra content. So I have a lot, very meta content. So I talk about making the content while I'm making the content. That's pretty much the only thing I can think of that I do with enough consistency to count as a sort of a theme or something that I do often, which is kind of stupid. But at the same time, I guess that's alright. Which is why when I first, you know, was thinking about this, like, oh man, how do I go about this? I was thinking about it, and I was like, shit. I was like, oh man, I'm just gonna go ahead and go on the episode and just fucking talk about making a good episode, aren't I? It's really stupid. But somewhere down the line, I always thought I would, you know, figure it out. Still haven't fucking figured anything out. Ooh, we got Bear Trap. Bear Trap is pretty good. There's a lot of these cards that basically, if a certain attack point monster attacks, they're automatically destroyed. The Invisible Wire is the strongest one, and it does 2,000. The Bear Trap does monsters with 15,000 or less attack, which is pretty good also. Since I'm probably not going to be able to use Invisible Wire for a very long time until I get my asshole destroyed by some really strong opponents, like maybe Esper Robo, or like, you know, main characters, if I let them play their cards. You dare to pick on my brothers? But this is as far as you go. Nobody can God, I said it twice. Can best my psychic powers. Yeah, big bros, psychic deck is the best. It's the ultimate. Yeah, I had a lot of input right there. The fact that you're going to rule, the fact that I'm going to rule over all the duels, well, it's a law that holds for the entire universe. If you're going to run, now's the time. I'm going to put my locator card on the line, but you, I see you're out of this tournament. That'll be your punishment for picking on my brothers. Right. It's pretty... All things considering, Esper Robo is one of those guys that he kind of appeared and was kind of like, oh, well, that's interesting, I guess. And then he got beat, and then he literally had nothing left. He had no real actual deck. Like, there was no sort of theme to his deck or anything like that, aside from using Jinzo. And then aside from that, he really didn't have any sort of, anything. Like, his main strategy was just that his brothers were cheating for him, so there's really nothing that the poor guy can do. And then after that, he was just gone. Like, at least, you know, Rex and Weevil later on, they were at least in the Awaken the Dragons arc. You know, you see them, I'm pretty sure they were in the KC Cup. You know, they see some sort of existence, but Esper Robo doesn't even fucking bother. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and tribute Muka Muka for Dark Witch. As you can see, but my deck is just consistent of cards that I wouldn't regularly use that are also kind of banging. Because I'm a filthy 12-year-old at heart. What else can I do? All I can really do is do what I've been doing this entire time, is just throw down a bunch of cards at once and just beat down my opponents. It's gonna pick up during the next located card. That's gonna be a little bit of a difficulty spike, but I feel like I'm gonna be pretty prepared for it. Other than that, Esper Robo here is just about a joke. Boom. That was pretty easy. Hey, he's gonna give us what? 30, sweet, and 800 Domino, nice. And we got fucking Jinzo, hell yeah. I can't really use him because my duels level is way too low, but that's fucking awesome. I was hoping we'd get Jinzo, that's cool. Who did we face off first? Bones. Oh, yeah, we did. I'm hoping we actually get key cards from opponents. So if I face, you know, Kaiba, I hope I actually get Blue Eyes or whatnot. So that's pretty cool. What? I lost? I don't believe it. How could I lose? And he just goes on and runs away. Big brother! A locator card has been obtained. So as you can see now, we're already pretty much halfway through this game. Not exactly. We're not halfway through it. There's still a lot left in the game, but let's just say acquiring a locator card is going to get a little slower. Hey, it's Bones. Listen, we're all beaten by these guys wearing hoods. They drove us out of the graveyard. I liked it there. I liked its darkness. It fills me with anguish. Guys with hoods, huh? Oh, well. Don't want to deal with those guys right now. I guess I'll wrap up the episode by showing off what I meant. It's up here. So you can't really notice it. Like, I'm sure if you really... Wow, this guy's legitimately stepping on my head. Alright. You can't really notice it, but you can go over here. And it takes you to the world map. Or the overworld map, and you can go here to the art museum. There's not really much that I can do there right now, but there's the card shop, which also doesn't really have much, just has the actual card shop where you can buy cards from, and you can also enter a 8-digit password to get cards, like many of these Yu-Gi-Oh games do, but unfortunately it charges you a shit ton of DP, like most of the newer ones do. Or I shouldn't say newer one, but it was really only the first one that let you just put in codes and you just get it. But yeah, there's a lot of cards here that you can buy. I don't think I can... Oh, I can. You can organize them by cost. So presumably, yeah, this is worth the most, etc., etc. The only real cards I can buy are cards less than like almost 100. Let's see. I'm definitely not gonna be able to buy any of these cards that are... Oh wow, I have at least 12, so I can use... Oh sweet, I can use Mystic Sand. Alright, so the only real thing I can buy... Oh, I really like the art on this card, Dark Chimera. I don't think I'll use it because I have enough tributes. I also really like the art on this card, but that was always a stupid fusion card. We have 3,000-year-old turtle here, not gonna bother with that. We have Air Eater, I liked Air Eater a lot too. And then also Dragon Seeker, an enormous fiend that is the scourge of all dragons kind. It can destroy every dragon on the opponent's field. Oh, that's not half bad actually. You can get another Mystic Sand, so why not? Because I like Mystic Sand. And what does Trap Master do? Masked Warrior, who's an expert at setting deadly traps, he can set an acid trap hole on an open side on your own field. That's actually not half bad, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that too. We can actually get this chick, who has 1100 attack, so that's good. And then we'll get Moon Envy, because he has 1100, and then Little D, because his name is hilarious. And then that'll do it for this episode. On that super mature episode. Stay fresh.